Oshomole's secret exposed after doing this in his living room. The sins of the national chairman of the All Progressives Congress, APC, Comrade Adams Oshomole, has been exposed. Edo State Governor Mr. Godwin Obaseki has revealed that the national chairman of the All Progressives Congress, APC, Comrade Adams Oshomole, single-handedly picked the governor, the deputy governor, and the secretary to the state government in Edo State in 2016. He also disclosed that Oshomole compiled the list of the state's commissioners in his living room. The revelation was made on Saturday according to a report by PM News in a statement issued by his special advisor on media and communication strategy, Mr. Kuso Osage. Osage said the statement was in reaction to a widely published interview granted by Oshomole at the weekend, where he claimed that he begged to have just one commissioner in Governor Obaseki's government, as against allegations that he was playing the role of a godfather in the state. According to him, we are once again forced to call the attention of members of the public to Comrade Oshomole's ability to compulsively falsify the facts, the ease with which he lies, especially on issues that are public knowledge, underscores the content of his character and portends an essential threat to the survival of the APC and the impeccable integrity of President Muhammadu Buhari, who is forced to continuously engage Comrade Oshomole being the national chairman of his party. If indeed Oshomole appointed only Mika Amonoka to Governor Obaseki's cabinet, why then did the former governor scream to the high heavens and embark on vitriolic media attacks against Obaseki when the governor reshuffled his cabinet, taking out some persons who were sabotaging the administration at the behest of Comrade Adams Oshomole? In fact, Comrade Oshomole compiled the list of those to be appointed commissioners in Edo in his sitting room in 2016, aside speaking the governor, his deputy, and the SSG. Comrade Oshomole indeed has not kept his dishonesty and inability to abide by due process and the provisions of the constitution to his destructive activities in Edo's political space. He has exported it to the federal level of government, placing the presidency under undue pressure, leading them to take decisions that run foul of due process and the constitution. A case in point is the recent incident when the president was away from the country and Comrade Oshomole got top officials at the presidency to approve the composition of the board of the Niger Delta Development Commission, NDDC, made up of his cronies, apparently in violation of the existing rules. Uppermost on Comrade Oshomole's mind was his desire to annex the NDDC and make it a slush fund from where he expected to finance the political tension in Edo State towards possibly seizing control of the Edo State government from Governor Obaseki. He did not care whether the rules were followed nor the integrity of the people being appointed. All he wanted was to achieve his aim and keep Edo State under his stranglehold as the new godfather. Fortunately for Nigerians and Niger Delta people, our calm and methodical president, Muhammad Buhari, has since seen through Comrade Oshomole's mischief and ordered the forensic audit of the NDDC and the recomposition of the illegal board which Comrade Oshomole was trying to emplace. So guys, you've heard the confession from Obaseki's camp. He's a media person. They know how they call themselves. You can imagine the confession now that Oshomole single-handedly picked the governor, the deputy governor, and the SSG. Of course, what this particular person is saying, the AD to Obaseki on media and communication, Crusoe Osage, is really the right thing, is saying the right thing, because based on what Oshomole said he was trying to meet with the party people, because they said, most of them said, according to what Oshomole said, though, that most of them didn't know Obaseki, that they didn't know him too well. He was the one that forced them, and he was trying to tell them, trying to persuade them, because he was even making sure that he settled most of them because they were having problem with Obaseki. He was the one that persuaded them. So with what these people are saying now, is confirming what Oshomole said. Even from Oshomole's interview that he granted, people were even able to pick, even because he contradicted himself. He even implicated himself. He said a lot of things that people were able to pick out, and that you really imposed this man. And they are confirming it, that he single-handedly picked all of them. He forced Edo people, Obaseki on Edo people, and it's a known fact. And with all this gra, we are not even surprised, because like I always say, there's something that is, in between them. And I'm sure they must have entered some kind of agreement, and at the end of the day, Obaseki is not just trying to yield to that. He just accepted, that maybe accepted for him at that particular time when he was looking, wanted to be the governor. And one of I think it's Shaibu, or one of Obaseki's people said they thought they did it, they underrated Obaseki. That Oshomole underrated Obaseki. So I'm sure Obaseki just played along, and that is just the way it is. He played along just for him to be there. He knew quite alright that the manner to which Oshomole was going, all the Kurukere movement, all the corner thing that Oshomole was doing was not the right thing, but he just had to play along just for him to get the position. And he got it, and that was why he turned 360 degree against him. Because everybody just wondering. I've been wondering that what could have been that thing. There must be secret between them, that all of a sudden, the love that two of them were really sharing and praising each other, all of a sudden everything died, to the extent that nobody could really amend or to try to settle them. Even Oba of Benin couldn't even settle them. Even Buhari sent some people, delegation from Aso from the center. Nothing. They couldn't do much. And that was when Oba of Benin was like, okay, since he couldn't handle the situation, or he couldn't settle them, maybe as Buhari came and sent people from the center. Even at that, all to no avail. The last one is now the committee set up by the Ahmad Lawan, when Obaseki said Lawan is not even qualified. So that one is a different thing. So even from Oshiomole'S interview, from his own submission, the interview he granted, it is not far-fetched, because we know that definitely he was able to convince the party people, and with the gragra, with being an incumbent governor, then he had some kind of influence, and they were able to get through, and Obaseki came in. And because in Edo State, APC had PDP is not, there's nothing to write home about PDP. They are not really too functioning, and that was why you could see that this man quickly ran, because I think it was only for the now, or then 2016, it was only this man that he could present, Eze Yamu. And now the Eze Yamu now has left the PDP now to APC. So because of that, they had influence in Edo State at that time. So with all the gra, of course, give it to Oshomole. He tried. He did some things. Of course, people will tell you, oh, amount of money he got, and he was able to take some to himself, allegedly. But he tried, and I think based on that, he had already gained some love from the people of the Edo State, and for the fact that he was not bringing Obaseki, was not really a big deal for them, because I'm sure the Edo people didn't really want PDP as at that time, because Oshomole was able to do, his administration was able to do, some things that people could really pinpoint. So now that these two people they are not getting along, something is wrong there. And if you look at you cannot really to judge people from their look, but in most cases, if you look at Obaseki, you know that he's a gentleman. That is my opinion. You might have a different opinion concerning him. You know that he's a gentleman. But for Obaseki to be having his grandstanding, that he's not going to shift ground for Oshomole. Though initially he was trying to patch the whole thing, that there was no fracas between them. They were trying to cover it, but they could not really cover the whole thing. But everybody knows Oshomole too. Oshomole is a gra person. So for Obaseki not to be backing down for Oshomole, you know that there's something. That was when I know that there is secret between these guys, and that is what they are gradually revealing to the people. They are gradually revealing to the people. And at the end of the day, even in this 2019 presidential election, even with APC, both at a state level and at a federal level. Oshomole, I'm sure a lot of secrets will be made open. If the party people can be exposing him on the role he played in 2016. Of course, they have come out to say he handpicked them. But the reason why they are not happy with what he's saying is that for the fact that he just said it's only nominated only one commissioner for Obaseki. No, the way Oshomole came, oh, please, people, look at me. Oh, it was only one person I nominated. I think that was what got Obaseki's camp angry. Haba, Oshomole, how can you say this thing again? No, 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 no. Instead of you trying to embarrass us, we are going to disgrace you. Instead of Oshomole to embarrass them, Obaseki and his group, they have come out now to say we are going to disgrace you, and that is what is happening. And what they are saying is not even different from what people already know. But now they are just confirming it. You know, when people come and say, oh, people are just saying things, you know, from a beer parlor angle, beer parlor talk, newspaper stand talk, all those kind of a thing. They be forget for the fact that they are trying to marginalize the people. People know what is happening, but because of the power they have, they are trying to suppress the people. And that's why from the center, they are just looking for ways to just kill this, to regulate social media so that people will not be talking, because they know that even without people being in your party, people can really know what is happening. And mind you, most of them that they always come together to form some kind of alliance or share some kind of secret, they will do from those people to from among them, they will still reveal what is happening in one way or the other, and before you know it will first start to the public, and public will be able to take that little and begin to rationalize everything, and they will know the truth. For the fact that okay, you are trying to use some measures to suppress them, that doesn't mean that the public, the masses are foolish. They are not foolish, they know what is happening. So what Obaseki and his group are saying now is not new to the to the public. Everybody knows that, but it's just like, you know, Nigeria times, just like I mean, leave them, they do what they do, and that's why you think these politicians feel that, oh, they are always getting away with most of the things. So what they are telling us, all the secret they are revealing to the public now about what Oshomole did, it's not new to the public. So, but we are still going to be hearing a lot of all of these things, because now the center can no longer hold. They are spilling everything out. They are spilling everything out. But the unfortunate thing there is that the masses will not be able to even do anything to use that. The only thing, we're just going to be talking. We're just going to be talking. But these guys will still be smiling, you know, to the banks. They will be smiling to the banks, and the people, the masses, they will continue to live in abject poverty. That is just the irony of the whole thing. So let them continue bringing the secrets. Let them continue to expose themselves, and we will know what will happen at the end of the day. I'm sure Oshomole is going to come out with his gra. No, 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 this and that. But there's nothing he's going to say, because from his own interview that he granted, people were able to deduce even the role he played, and a lot of people were even blaming him based on what he said. So what these people are saying now is not even a new thing to us. Just want to quickly take some reactions from what people are saying. Someone now says, oh, so because Oshomole did that, so it is his fault to have picked a betrayer like you. Someone says, shame on all of you. Oh God, this issue will die one day. They will use you as scapegoat. Your own today, tomorrow may not be yours. Watch your track. What goes round comes round. Adams fought for godfatherism in Edo State. How come he won't? You want to be one now? But of course, he's denying it, but we know what he's playing at. Someone says, APC is full of bunch of thieves. Prepare for the day of the Lord. It will not be well with the wicked. Very shameful. That is what somebody is saying. Someone says, he is the governor. He has the right to do what is good for him without apology. Whether it is the truth or not, all men shall give account of stewardship. No hiding place for perpetrators of evil. Someone say, PDP juju dey work. Oh. I don't think Mr. Governor needs all this. I'm expecting him to prove his championship during the party primary coming June next year. It is not by making noise. That making noise is not it's not music. Both the governor and Oshomole are the same. Yes, Oshomole imposed him, his deputy, and SSG to the Edo people, and they agreed. The person that eats stolen money with the man that stole it is also a criminal. So they are implicating themselves. They are, they are just exposing themselves. like somebody say, you say they are same. They are the same. No difference. So guys, I would like to hear from you what you think about this exposure, the secret of Oshomole, what he did in his living room. Now the center can no longer hold. They are exposing themselves. Let's hear your own take concerning this. Thank you.